The Vice President joined climate and environment experts from relevant institutions and partners for the launch of a new renewable energy project dubbed REPGAM. The over €2 million project is set to provide solar energy to some 23 communities that are not connected to the grid. A statement read on behalf of the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Badara Diouf, said the Gambia is vulnerable to climate change, even though the country emits far less than developed countries around the world. The Minister of Environment, Lamin Diba, agrees and warned of severe consequences if timely actions are not taken.
Studies have shown that most of our infrastructure are at risk, particularly our capital city that is underwater. With 1 meter sea level rise, the entire capital of Banjul will be inundated. And there we have our ports, we also have our general hospital, we also have our road infrastructures. So that means it is not only a social issue, but it's an economic, and social, and also about livelihood.
The project director, Professor Sidat Yafa, and Dr. Christoph Rovkamp, head of renewable energy at the Federal Ministry of Education and Research of Germany, respectively acknowledged the need for climate action for sustainable livelihood and economic development.
The Gambia emits 0.001% of greenhouse gases. That is negligible, meaning that's nothing, almost nothing. But we as a nation, we believe that climate change is real, and we are contributing our quota to mitigating, meaning to reduce the amount of GHGs, greenhouse gases, that are emitted in the atmosphere. United Nations Framework Convention has identified the Gambia and Morocco as the most compliant in the whole world in terms of mitigation activities.
Germany is a country that is deeply convinced that we only combat climate change with international partnerships. The Gambia and Germany have strong ties regarding this issue. In the last nearly 10 years, we launched a lot of programs. We had also a lot of investments in the capacity building here in the country, because we know that the Gambia is hit very hard by the consequences of climate change.
Vice President Toure said the Gambia government is aware of potential threat of climate change and has since been resorting to clean energy, citing the OMVG project, among others. She said the REPGAM project would complement the country's clean energy roadmap.
Tackling climate change through the REPGAM project will be a tremendous opportunity for every Gambian. The production and distribution of electricity have been particularly striking in emerging economies like the Gambia. For that reason, the Gambia does not want to be left behind in harvesting this great opportunity in the renewable energy industry. Great initiatives have been made in our sub-region of West Africa, where the Gambia, in collaboration with Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and Guinea-Conakry, are currently working on establishing and commissioning of about 250 megawatts of electricity from the OMVG project by 2025.
This is said to be a much-needed renewable energy project that would last for 4 years. It was conceived and developed by the West African Science Center on Climate Change, Wascal, and the University of the Gambia, funded by the Federal Ministry of Education and Research of Germany. It is said to be particularly important in helping the Gambia government curb the impact of climate change by reducing carbon emission and ensure clean energy for sustainable socio-economic development. Ibrahima Diallo, GRTS News.